I've been in ministry for almost a decade, and the entire time, to be honest, I've been a little bit obsessed with this idea of a silver bullet. Now, if you don't know, a silver bullet is a singular fix for a problem. There are books that say time and time again that silver bullets do not exist. They're not worth chasing. And while that might be true, I think you can get pretty close. And I have been building church websites since 2019. I own a business called White Oak Media. And the entire goal of my business is to help churches get connected with their community. And for years, I've been building church websites, and it's been great. I've been able to give nice, polished websites and help churches stay online. And I keep coming back to this problem. How can I get a visitor connected to the church? I don't want them on the just on the website. I want them coming back for their first Sunday, their second Sunday. I want them coming back over and over again. So how do I cross that bridge? How do I bridge that gap? Someone reached out last week, but nobody got back to them. There's just an empty spot in your sanctuary where that person could have been. And most people who go on your website, who take the time to fill out a form, most guests who reach out never hear back. And that is the gap that I am constantly trying to close. So I've looked into this. I've looked into programs that I can incorporate to my websites that I build. But the problem is they're all expensive. And they all take basically an IT degree to manage. And I can't in good conscience recommend this to churches, especially churches that are budget conscious. So I built my own. And I am excited to announce that I am officially launching a product as White Oak Media called Second Sunday. Let's talk about it. Before we get any further, my name is Zach, and I run White Oak Media. We build church websites. That's what we do. I'm not a tech guy who found churches as a market. I'm a church guy who has a passion for the local church and decided to put my skill set to use and help give churches a solid digital foundation. But as I've been doing that for years now, I keep coming back to the same problem. Someone reaches out and that's it. They just reach out. No follow-up happens. So this even happens in person too. You say, hey, fill out our Connect card. And then you have their information, but you don't do anything with it. I've been guilty of this too. By the time Monday comes around, there's a funeral that you have to plan, maybe a volunteer step down. You have to already start thinking about the next sermon, the next thing. And by Wednesday, by midweek, that person hasn't been reached out to for 3 days. And it feels weird now to reach out, so you don't. And it's not a caring problem, it's a system problem. And churches that follow up excellently, it's not that they're more loving, they just have something catching. Think of everything that it takes for a person to want to connect to a church. Maybe their friend encouraged them, maybe they've been reading the Bible and God's been pulling them in. And letting that slip through the cracks because of a non-existent system means you're losing the exact people that you are praying for. Now, the goal isn't just one visit, it's the second one. Oftentimes in the first visit, they're curious, and in the second one, they find belonging. And that's the whole point of the product. We don't want them just at their first Sunday. We want to bring them to their second Sunday. So what this is, it is a simple helper that lives on your website that does the follow-up for you in your church's own words. There are 3 parts to this. There's a button that lives on every page of your website that we call the welcome mat, or I call the welcome mat. And they click it and they can choose to fill out a Connect card, a prayer request, do all those things. But basically what it does is you get their contact information and what they need. And they get warmly welcomed automatically over their first couple of weeks. Now, think of it this way. You, from the stage, say, hey, connect with us online. And you give them the link. They go in, they connect with you online. They send in some questions maybe, they hit send, and you find out all their information. You're talking to Maria. She has 2 kids. She's asking about kids ministry. And the beauty of Second Sunday is that it's already started welcoming her. Her reply comes back to your team, and from Second Sunday, you can actually email with her back and forth. And if your concern is privacy regarding prayer requests, well, those stay private. We can direct those directly to a specific pastor, specific person. The thing that is great about Second Sunday is that it handles the reminding. It does not handle the relationship. You still have to show up. Now, here's what's different. It is built from inside a church. It's yours. It's your words. Now, here's what's different. It is built for your church specifically. It is completely yours. It's your word. They'll never see White Oak Media behind it, and it works on any website. And it's actually free if we built your website. Now, you can just automate the reminding for 5 weeks, however many weeks you want, to be honest. But the second someone replies to one of those emails, it stops the entire thing. And it gives you an opportunity to respond. Now, you can shut that feature off. You don't have to utilize that, but I think it's a core part of what Second Sunday is all about. It handles the reminding of following up with someone on specific things, but the second that there's an opportunity for relationship, you get a direct reminder sent to your email. Hey, this person actually responded to you. Why don't you respond personally? A little bit different. Eventually, we're going to add text follow-up and, all these different new features. They're just not here yet. But the skinny of it is this. This is for churches that are wanting to be connected with their community, but do not have the capacity or the system to keep up constantly. It's for church plants. It's for tired staff. It is for the singular pastor running a 50 to 100 person church experiencing growth that they don't know what to do with, that they feel like they're letting people slip through the cracks. It is for your church and is completely configurable to you. Now, one thing I pride myself on is making my websites easy to be handed over to a volunteer. And that includes this. A volunteer is fully capable of editing these settings and doing all these things. And see, it's a great system. I'm going to throw the demo page down in the description below that I really hope that you guys will check out. But let's get to the skinny of it. How much does this cost? If we've built your website, it is free. It is completely free. That comes baked into every website we have. If we have not built your website, it is 25 months for just the widget that lives on the thing, the welcome mat that lives on the website. $25 a month. That's it. You get connect cards, prayer requests, baptism forms. You get all that stuff. If you want the full automated follow-up system, it is $75 a month, and that includes the button and the follow-up system. There's no long contract. I want to leave you guys with a challenge. Go test your church's form this week. If nothing happens, fix it with or without me. Fix the form so something happens, that the person gets an email or something. You need to make sure that you're following up with people. The first Sunday takes courage, and the second Sunday takes follow through. So if you guys won't mind, hit subscribe, like it, share this with people that you know need it, and I'll see you guys on the next one.